And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. With me is Gorilla's Random Thoughts and Admiral Teague. How you guys doing?
Me
Doing just great.
me
I heard,
hungry.
heard about this Rocko's Modern Life cartoon. Can't wait to check it out.
Oh yeah, Rocko's My Life is what great. I grew up on this show, man. But I'm just sitting here hungry, waiting for my breakfast to be done cooking. I got myself some Vermont maple sausages.
It's true. We've thrown a snow shovel full of apples and bananas at him, and he just rejects them. Now that we've got him on cooked food, he won't go back to his native diet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can thank Sci-Fi Sit Dad. I got tired of all those damn banana jokes.
There you go.
All right, I can't do that voice much longer. That would just noise.
Bananas are slippery humor, but if you try joking about oranges, you could get crushed.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
jokes about oranges have
hey,
agency, right?
hey, Tink, I'll tell you right now, that joke was about as bad as John Boy's last night.
Well, I
About
mean,
not crying over the spilled milk.
I'm going to say right now that the joke is on the rest of the Waltons because what the fuck does John Boy do? John Boy has found the ultimate workaround. Whenever I watch the Waltons, this is my memory. It's like James and Pop is like, James Robert, you and I need to go out and clear that stump out of the field or
I'll be
we're all
right
going to
back.
starve to death. And it's just like, we need to get this stump out of the field in time to plant or we're all going to starve to death, Pa. And like Grandpa and John Boy who could definitely help out, and Grandpa who might have some insights. They just sit in the porch talking shit.
Yeah, that is very accurate.
John Boy is a malingering piece of shit who has found an intellectual workaround. He's not that smart. The rest of his family is just that dumb. That like no one realizes that Jim Bob does all the work with Pa. Once Pa dies, the work does itself magically. John never like gets off that porch and starts working. He only ever sits around and talks about how he wishes he didn't have to work, which he's already accomplished.
Sorry about that.
He's
I'm back.
College boy. College
Yeah.
boys don't work.
Yeah.
You know what? At that point, like college was so like actually as rare as it is now because it's now been priced out of like the range of a normal person. At that point, the initiative to go to college, yada yada, was okay. But I don't understand why like John Boy didn't pitch in during the war, you know. So
Yeah,
if
he
we go to
did.
war, Jim Bob
Hey.
goes out there with a machine gun.
Hey,
He got
did.
drafted.
No, John Boy
John
did
Boy
contribute
did
to
that?
the war very importantly.
Code
He,
breaker.
hey, Tink, he did. No, he wrote the propaganda for the government.
That actually is a decent contribution to World War II. I'll give it that. But didn't
Hey,
James Robert go out there with a machine gun and fight Germans like one on one? Like it was the same thing as when they lived at home. It's like Jim Bob go out there and do that work. John Boy sit around and malinger. Think about some intellectual
Alright.
stuff. It's like this is why you should defy the mustache man.
Yeah. All right. So
Hey,
we're. Hey, Bradley, how's it going?
We're put on your Cosby, folks. We're gonna start Rocko's Modern Life, Season 1, Episode 1. Carnival knowledge / sand in your navel. They're really playing some hard word games here. I'm gonna guess it's a PG-13 cartoon. And
No, this is
on
90s PG.
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
This
3,
snuck in
2,
right before the ratings.
okay,
And yeah,
and
anytime.
action.
Follow the pinned comment because we are in a different Cosme this week. Unfortunately, for reasons, we have to use Teague's
Cody.
Cosme.
Yeah.
Because he
Cody
has
guy.
it available.
Cody guy's in your ears, Germ.
Oh.
Put my link in your theater.
Oh, now he's back. Now he's over here.
Oh.
Now he's over. Can you turn it up, or is it my side here? Oh,
I don't know.
It
We'll
might
see.
be your side, girl.
okay.
It's pretty
There we
loud.
go.
If I go much louder, like it'll drown you
I
guys
got
out.
it.
I didn't realize this was going to be running this, so I'm jumping it off my laptop. It's not going to have the kind of quality I have when I stream off my regular computer. Hello, Brad.
Yeah. And it's Brad Ham Furniture. Thank you very much. That's a joke. Yeah. Stick your own lane there. I'll be right back.
Are you sure that's not one of the party's political conventions?
Well, yeah, the sewage plant.
We got some people from SpongeBob working on this motherfucker. And the Fairly
This
Odd
is the
Parents.
prelude. Yeah, this is the prelude to
Is it?
SpongeBob.
Okay. Things are making more sense knowing that right away.
Had to come up with a ridiculous name on the spot. How'd I do? Pretty good, Brad. Very much in the spirit of the cartoon.
Oh, by the speaking of doing things really fast, I just when I tuned into you, your nerd night date.
Yeah.
The one on your keyboard might be sticky.
Yeah. Hey, I would say that'd be a lot of fun. The chemical toss.
Michael Jackson paid good money for that, right? By the way, have you heard this thing about how Harry Styles is the new king of pop?
Yeah, I heard that.
I will give him the courtesy of that title in 5 years if he makes the news for being weird twice a year for that long. I'll admit that he's then the king of pop. It comes with a burden. You don't just get these things handed to you. It's Mr. Krabs, isn't it? It's Patrick Starr, isn't it?
Yeah, they based a lot of SpongeBob off of this.
And used the voice guys again. Oh, look, it's about the end of my life. Oh, if only that was in our real world.
Yeah. And hey, Miss Martin Muses, how's it going? We're on Teague's Cosme here watching Rocko's Modern Life. I do got the link at the top of the chat. There, SpongeBob said, or Brad Wolf said, SpongeBob, where I went to university, there's a girl that was a super fan. She would go around and draw SpongeBob on other people's whiteboards.
I'm going to be honest. If there was one cartoon to be hung up on in your first year of college where most people smoke a great deal of weed, it was weed smoking pothead aimed at SpongeBob. Someone realized people who smoke a lot of pot would have kids too. I used to go see the SpongeBob Guitar Players band. Is it Roy Urso or whatever? I knew that guy.
Oh, we're having a little. Is this on your guys' side or just my side? I'm getting some freezing.
Is it? Is my Cosme free? It looks okay on my Cosme, but that doesn't mean anything. The girl didn't stop drawing SpongeBob until she was basically yelled at. She was so surprised people didn't want SpongeBob on their whiteboards. Was she drawing it also in Sharpie instead of the whiteboard marker? Was she an asshole, like tattooing that whiteboard with SpongeBob forever?
Probably.
We've seen so many strange things with that. A few years ago, there was a viral picture. They pulled the blackboard off a wall in a school, and the last lesson from the old blackboard underneath it was just there. It was like a first grade lesson. A seventh grader couldn't have understood it.
Oh, I've lost Cosme.
Let me see if I didn't knock it out for a reason. It can happen. It should be restored now.
Here we
Sorry. Go. It's a little hard to maneuver. Like I said, I did not jump on the Prime computer for this. Sorry.
No problem. Thanks for hosting it.
How could I not? I'm really, really glad that I was able to help you out.
Thank you. Brad doesn't remember, but he wouldn't be surprised if it was permanent marker.
Let me ask you this, Brad. Like 6 weeks later, was SpongeBob's shadowy image there for like the rest of the semester? You know, when Hollywood sends us their cartoon characters, they're not sending us their best. They're not sending us Bugs Bunny. They're not sending us Goofy. They're sending us a sponge.
Oh, they were constantly cleaning the whiteboard. So they upgraded from the alcohol to something pretty significant to stop that.
So she at least grabbed video is current. What the fuck? That will happen once in a blue. Here we go. That was actually Paramount does that every once in a while. I think they have server space problems.
Yeah, I can imagine so. They probably have to sell a bunch of that stuff to keep going.
Which makes no sense because this is your income. You need to pour what money you have into this, right?
I would think so, yeah.
We can obviously see that this is very SpongeBob adjacent, but it's just too adult. They're like 20% too intense, right?
Yeah, that's why I think they transitioned to SpongeBob.
They're not lampshading the humor here, and we're having some fun with Michigan J. Frog's, image. I love this.
We bumped out of Cosme again.
I don't know why it wants to do that. I guess I have to watch on the Cosme. Was that like revenge on Michigan J. Frog for the network failing and for fucking over the guy who found him?
No, this was way before that.
No, Michigan J. Well, I mean, Michigan J. Frog, the cartoons from like 1930 or 1940.
Yeah, but the WB network is still alive and kicking at this point.
Okay, but do you think that they were going after Michigan? That was supposed to be like a reference to that, right?
It may have.
Kind of dressed the same.
The real expert on this show.
Gorilla, was that supposed to maybe reference Michigan J. Frog? Same kind of look, same attitude, same accent. Something tells me those maple sausages are ready.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that thing was fucking paused.
The nosebleed.
Yeah, Bro said I don't remember, but they wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I think we already went through this. What was that, Admiral? You stopped suddenly.
Did it stop again? I'm watching it on my Cosme.
No. I think that's
this was about 5 minutes ago.
Did I somehow rewind this or something? What are you saying?
No,
it's okay now. Brad's comment's about 5 minutes old.
Oh. I was like, what hath I done now? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know that I would be broadcasting, so I'm on my laptop. If I was on my primary computer, I'd be doing a little bit better. I have to apologize.
Oh no, this is running good.
My computer.
This is running better than mine does.
Because I have 2 laptops and lay off half the work. Oh, it's Disneyland.
I get that last $5.
It was Disney. It's Disneyland, guys.
Yeah.
Setup and payoff. The frog came back. Yep, that's a Disneyland ride. It's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
We're mocking Disneyland here.
Well, they don't do that. They don't do that anymore with that cartoons that pay off.
Or make fun of Disney because they're so damn vengeful. You don't need that kind of trouble for weeks or months or years in court.
Yeah, I should find myself a Chinese finger trap for my kid. Hey, Pickles is here. Hey, Pickles.
Ladies and gentlemen, LDG is a YouTuber known as LDG Free the Net. If you go to his LDG Free the Net channel, you will find a work in progress called Prometheus. Also, in the channel description, there's a link to a chat room. Jump on in there and say hi. You never know who you'll see.
Yeah, and he's like, nice, Rocko won, and Bradley's apologizing. He didn't mean to confuse you, man. And hey, Daniels.
How you doing,
Hey,
Daniel?
look, it's this place last month. Hi, Daniel.
Yeah. See, he's doing the.
Get a swamp cooler.
That's what I have one here, and I also do have central air.
Because you live so far north, the amount of times you need it is not that extended. But I have been there. When you need it, you need it. It gets humid and fucking hot where you are. Your summers are so much worse than the summers in New York. At least you have mild winters.
Oh, that poor dog.
Yeah, I just love it. I just love it when you got these people here that like complain that it's 45 degrees in like in October, November, and we're still all out in shorts and tank tops there, and they're gonna complain about how cold it is. I was like, I don't want to hear about cold until it's negative 40 with the negative 70 wind chill.
Yeah, that's where not stopping to pick up a hitchhiker is manslaughter.
No. You just call it in. The sheriff will pick him up because hitchhiking is illegal in Minnesota.
Having your car break down and needing to walk on the side of the road ain't, though. The weirdest thing in Minnesota was at a red light, I looked next to me and I said to my friend, why is there an extension cord hanging out of that person's car? Did we have electric vehicles in 1997? And he said, yes, we have the Chevy Volt, but that will be recalled soon. That is to keep the car's engine block from getting so cold that it cracks when you turn it on. This left me very freaked out.
Yeah. Oh,
Then
you
we went to the bar. I left a tip, and the bartender told me that if I tried that thing again, they'd have to call the cops, and it was illegal behavior that wouldn't go down there.
No, that must be a Minneapolis rule. That must be a Minneapolis rule.
The two cities are kind of intertwined. You can't tell which one you're in. Little Soda and Smallapolis are the same shit.
The river separates them.
I was in Gotham and Metropolis in the same night.
Yeah. And they're saying, hey, LDG, morning, y'all. Hi, Daniel. The only way to tell the difference between them is the river separates them. And hey, Mikey Sues, what happened to you last night? I looked for you everywhere. I looked high and I looked low. I looked to the left. I looked to the right. I looked under the bed, and we couldn't find you anywhere.
Wait, you looked to the left and you didn't see him? That's not what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard that if you look left, you will absolutely see him, based on what I heard in that debate.
Uh-oh. We got emergency. Damn it! I can't go have a bonfire tonight. See, our county has a law there that if we're in a red flag warning, that we're not allowed to burn. So you'll get a ticket. What?
Has there been a drought?
Well, end of June or during June, I had all those flood updates. We had record flooding, and now the river's dry. The river and the ponds are drying up.
The thing that really freaked me out the most was when I saw the Mississippi River. I'm like, that's a river? That's the thing that everyone's always freaked out about? We have two rivers that big on around one island.
Hey, wait, where did you see it at, though?
From the edge of the river, from land.
Like what, like Minneapolis, Itasca, down south, further south?
I saw it from like Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's pretty wide, but our river's probably wider, and it looks fairly calm. Our river's fucking turbulent.
Well, once you get down close to Arkansas, Louisiana, it's over 2 miles wide.
Yeah, we're at the end of the river. That might be what it is. Except
we're at the beginning.
Really have a delta, right?
Yeah,
I'm at the end. You're at the beginning. Maybe that's your river.
Yeah, because at Itasca there, if you want to cross the river, you can actually step across the Mississippi at Itasca.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I want to know how deep it is there. I want to know how deep that is. Because for that much water to go through the river there, I want to see how deep it is.
The great thing about the Hudson River is that it's only in New York, so no one else can try to take our water or co-opt it.
Yeah. Oh, Mikey said he went to a movie in lunch with Suzanne. Just taking some time off. Okay. And saying hi to everybody.
What did you see?
Let's see. Mikey did talk about taking some time off with his last stream, 18, if I can remember correctly. He probably just. Okay, got Zab. I haven't got to that one yet there. I had to step away for a while and haven't gotten back to it yet. Sure. Dog can swim.
That does not look like Spunky.
Oh.
This clearly influenced a lot of questionable tattoo art. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like Spunky, like I've seen that tattoo. That's pretty funny. And the Blues Brothers callback joke. He looks just like, wow, we are like, they did not change much to become SpongeBob, did they?
No. This was the dry run. In every way they could make it.
Yeah, this is way better than SpongeBob.
Actually, those first 2 seasons of SpongeBob, I can understand why that girl might be obsessed. She might have thought she stumbled onto the modern Ren and Stimpy, but then things change.
A sandwich.
What? That's where they got this in a kids' TV show. Yeah, I'm surprised they got this into the TV show. And I finally went to see the abomination known as Jerka Foil Deluxe, The Madness of Two. We're gluttons for movie punishment, lol. Hey, you're the one that went to go see it. But you're the ones that went to go see it, so can't blame me. Now I did say if I got 1,000 subscribers by the 15th there, I'd subject myself to a Gorilla Must Suffer, watch all 10 Velma episodes in a row.
Fuck that. I think you should have to watch all 5 Resident Evil movies. Getting off easy. Velma's like 90 minutes of suffering.
No, that'd be all 10 of them?
Be like in 180 minutes. 2 hours 20. No, I think that you should have to suffer. Resident Evil, there are 5 movies. They are so bad that the 5th one is called The Final Conflict. The 3rd one is called The Final Conflict, and then we have 2 more. Right? Isn't it like Resident Evil Apocalypse is the 3rd one? And then we have like 2 more. What happens after Apocalypse? Where do we go from there?
Yeah.
Nobody's prettier than Mila Jovovich. But those Resident Evil movies, tell me that like when she starts the narration, that is the worst voice face match ever. She just does not sound like a very pretty girl.
Oh,
like,
the fleas are having burgers on him.
We have a lot of SpongeBob themes. We make food. We live by the sea. We have a Mr. Krabs. And the end theme song is killer.
Yeah, the 90s Nicktoons all did great with their intro and outro musics.
It sounds like Deep Purple from the 1960s. It sounded like a good Deep Purple song. That was a Hammond B3 jazz organ. That shit was great. Here we go. Sounds like Deep Purple.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet money that Roger Glover wrote this. Did someone Google who wrote the theme song so I don't crash my TV?
I'm looking it up now.
It sounds so much like Deep Purple. That was what they set out to sound like. But are there Deep Purple guys in the mix?
Hey, Germ, I spoke too soon.
Pat Irwin.
Yeah. What sung by? But that's singing is just like Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah. Hey, Germ.
Writer?
Yeah.
I spoke too soon. Walton's got blocked now. Just got blocked.
Yeah, I was suspecting that. You did show almost half of the episode.
It'll materialize in 4 or 5 days. You just won't be able to monetize it.
No, I've won every dispute with them. Except one.
I have also won every dispute.
Them birdies are persistent, Mikey. Oh, I think we missed a bunch here. I just had what I thought was a bird nearly hit my window. Turns out it was the bird feeder. Must have been one heck of a complaint. I will always love Miller's work in The Fifth Element.
Look at the news there. Titanic sinks. Oh, Miller's great in The Fifth Element, but if you notice, she doesn't have any lines. She just laughs like once. In Resident Evil, like her voice and her face just don't match. It's like, hi, my name's Alice. I work for the Umbrella Corporation. And then when the black screen goes away and the camera comes on, it's like, wow, that girl's beautiful. I wonder what her voice sounds like. And she's like, I was sent to stop the evil. It's like, what the fuck? It's like she's just got like a smoker's voice or something. Like it's beyond husky. It's like man voice, like Cher.
Let's see, Brad, since we had little hawks try to attack our girls through tempered glass windows on the 13th apartment for our LOL. The birdies are persistent on Mikey. Yes, they are.
That could have been prevented if you had simply called it the 14th floor and skipped 13. This used to be the preferred method of weight control. The record for a tapeworm is what, 6 feet? Something like that?
Yeah.
I'm so glad some unprincipled people have bought cameras into operating rooms to see us pull out like what looks like a freaking boa constrictor from a human being. They get so big.
Oh, yeah, it's because they got a lot of shit to munch on. It's like all you can eat buffet. And they take it as a challenge.
I'd rather have a tapeworm than pinworms. And if you Google pinworms, you will think you have pinworms. Go ahead, Google it, I dare you. Read how they reproduce. Read about their life cycle.
I made that mistake when Gorilla started talking about Googling stuff. I'm not doing that again.
What was we're supposed to Google?
Pinworms.
No. I'll look up pigworms when you look up a Toronto jelly donut.
I have a pretty good idea. I know what that is. Remember, Cubans have hive minds. I know everything Justin Trudeau knows.
Yeah. No, we got I got like 8 people on the nerd roundtable with that one.
Remember the good old days when $99.95 was supposed to be an outrageous price.
Yeah.
The weird thing is $99 is still a lot to come up with, but it's just not much money.
I love how they can destroy the house in like one scene, then the next scene everything's fixed.
Yeah, it works on this level. It doesn't work in like live action. We saw last night that if you took Alex Kurtzman and gave him a really simple idea that he could steal from someone else exactly as it was written by a different person, he could succeed if someone else co-wrote it with him. In Transformers, it was about as good as it needed to be.
That's the funniest joke right there. They'll sell anything as long as they can get away with it. So we got a Roomba here.
It's Suckozilla. I get it. Yep.
Did you see that fraud?
Hilarious.
As well.
No, but Freud going back into a penis that's actually also a uterus is hilarious.
No, but that thing said fraud on the statue. It didn't say Freud. It said fraud.
Okay, so they packed in every joke they could, and now this joke might be about the show Lost, for all I know.
Yeah.
When your vacuum cleaner is a singularity.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is great. By the way, Germ, could I ask you for one favor, like a standing policy?
Yeah.
Please never let me walk into an Alex Kurtzman show again unwarned. Because, like, the stuff I was seeing was setting off all sorts of weird bells and alarms in my mind. And I was like, wait a minute. This is Alex Kurtzman, isn't it? And lo and behold, was I right or what?
Yeah, but Kurtzman wasn't exactly in charge, so.
Oh, no. It was not the good part of the cartoon that set me off to the fact it was Alex Kurtzman. But he leaves his ugly signature on everything. That's, of course, subjective. Some people might find that signature to be beautiful. Hail, Tim. If that's recent, I can't tell when it's from. Are you here now? There will be no commercials.
Yeah.
And we don't know your dark secrets. But if you come behind the boathouse, we'll tell you.
Well, let's see. Mike says we don't have that luxury, Admiral. I'm still trying to figure out why NYC has a server called Queens, LOL. Because that's the county, ain't it?
It's part of the city of New York since 1888 or some shit like that. When we wrote the city charter, it was considered like, its own city. Brooklyn was its own city, Queens was its own city, and Manhattan was its own city. And we just sort of combined all three so that everyone could have it as good as the people in Queens. So that everyone could say that they're part of Queens.
Yeah, but ain't the 5 boroughs like named after the 5 counties?
There, instead of being counties, we call them boroughs. They're Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island.
Yeah. And when I moved to Canada, the absent ruler was a queen. Now we've got a king. Yeah, I can't really call him what.
Yeah, everything was fine until you got there.
Yeah. Let's see.
How long?
He's been in there 8 years. And Bradwell says, wait, Kurtzman's stealing? No! Sarcastic eye roll.
As Joe will point out, the reason why it was good was because Kurtzman was just lazily stealing, and he just happened to steal from something that was good. That was how it was explained to me. If the Kurtzmanisms still showed up. Just not as bad. Someone didn't let him make that one Transformer really, really, really gay. Why you would give someone a fucking Spider-Man movie off of that, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's on the same level.
Yeah.
Off to the black hole with you, Rocko.
I've heard that, like, when separated out on its own, Akiva Goldsman is slightly less bad. The only person who's actually worse on their own of that trio, allegedly, is Kurtzman. The Kurtzman, Ortsy, Goldsman trio, it was still real bad. But, like, when that broke up, the only person who got much, much worse was Kurtzman. Everyone else either stayed as bad or got slightly better. So I think we know what the problem is with that collaboration. First of all, none of them are that good, but by far the least talented one seems to have been Kurtzman. Oh, Brad, if he were just a gold digger. He also plants landmines around the gold mine. He doesn't want anyone else to have even a little bit gold. He's really, really, really bad. Goldsman, I haven't seen too much of his solo stuff. I have seen Hawaii 5-0, which is only Roberto Orci after a while, I think. Or is it? Which one is only Orci? Magnum PI?
I don't know. I didn't really watch those new ones.
Yeah.
The thing is, one of them's Kurtzman Orci, and that one's actually detectably worse than the one that's just Orci. Like, Orci couldn't take Kurtzman anymore. They broke up as a team, or they like literally broke up. I don't know what their deal is, but they just stop working with each other. And like in the fight, what's going on? Like, Goldsman just gets ejected like a random planetoid into space by himself. You wouldn't think the assistant director of Xena Warrior Princess would be the creative director of Star Trek, but that's the way life is.
He certainly sunk in the world.
It was messed up that he drove Star Trek down below the level of Xena.
Good old dog.
Uh-oh.
This is uplifting.
Yeah. Here's one joke here.
I don't know if this really relates to what we're doing, but I just read the coolest rumor. If it's true, it's fucking hot, and it would be great. Ready?
Yeah.
Vocalist for the David Gilmour tour will be Kate Bush. Unconfirmed, but how cool.
That means nothing to me.
the Pink Floyd guitar player is going on tour, and the Running Up That Hill lady is going to be the singer.
I don't know who Kate Bush ever was. It never really came up on my radar.
I was never a huge fan. I just knew she had a real good voice. I do like Pink Floyd, though. So the idea that she would be the singer for like a Pink Floyd show, basically, because that's what David Gilmour live is going to be.
Hello, Zachary.
Yeah. Hey, welcome, Zachary Reed. Welcome. How are you doing? Bro, the link is at the top of the chat there. Let's see, IMDb looked
Brad, it's Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah. God, that's what suck working at this job here.
Nowhere from the 80s song. Got big again after Stranger Things used it. Oh, she did the song on Stranger Things.
And he says, hello, I'm chilling, bro. How about you? We're just watching Rocko's Modern Life. And Brad says hi to Zachary. And Mike says, we all know that Waters and Gilmour have sibling relationships when it came to Pink Floyd. But also...
there's going to be one more Pink Floyd song, and Roger Waters has said he absolutely will not be part of it. Like, fine. That's why there's going to be another Pink Floyd song, because you already said you won't do it. No one can stand being in the same room with him, but he's a genius.
Yeah. And Brad Wolf says, Germ, I just know her 80s song got big again after Stranger Things used it. Admiral already named it.
Running Up That Hill. She's the thing is that because of the amount of time and the fact that she's genetically gifted, when the song comes out, Kate Bush is like 17. So in the video for Stranger Things, she's only like 46. She still looks pretty good. Everybody was flabbergasted when we found out Kate Bush was a freaking teenager. The other thing I guess shocked a lot of people was finding out that the Pink Floyd guy could discover talent. Like, where'd he find her? On his way to the drug dealer?
Yeah. To be fair, he kind of deserved that.
Well, yeah.
That creature, man.
Kind of a lot of comics.
Was it a play on words with Camelot? Kind of a lot. Look, it's an image of nerds before nerds were dominant and nerds were not nerds, but still nerds.
Yeah, back in the good old days of the 90s.
This is before the nerds became the bullies, when the nerds used to get bullied.
That's actually the better way for the ecosystem.
Oh, did he just pull out the genetically tested gum he was testing like 5 minutes ago?
There is something definitely wrong with a world now where the quarterback of the high school football team knows everything about the Avengers and the biggest nerd knows everything about football.
Yeah, he did that genetically. He gave him that genetic gum there.
Yeah.
It's a joke that pays off again. Yeah.
Charlotte's Web audition gone wrong. Well, they just dialed in. We're going to sound like Deep Purple, and they pulled it off. The song.
Yeah, it's a very good song.
So this would be now episode 3. These episodes are substantial and they're enjoyable. They're fairly long. The animation is pretty good. The intros kind of sucks compared to the rest of the show.
Yeah, the intro doesn't really hold up to the song.
It sucks. I'd also say we might have some Ren and Stimpy refugees because we're seeing things that look a lot like the first outing of those guys when they left Bakshi. If you look at the Rolling Stones video for Harlem Shuffle, you will see this style animation plentifully.
Hello, Eugene. On Rocko, there's a food place called Choky Chicken. Some adult references in this cartoon. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey there, Eugene.
Eugene, I think we would have to call these single entendre jokes.
Yeah. But the theme song
is
definitely good.
Everybody say hello, agreed.
Awesome.
Yeah. Have a good night, Mikey. Have a good day, Mikey. Hey, sit Dan, welcome.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Take care. Goodbye, Mikey. So do you like this cartoon or are you just watching it because they chose it?
I've never really watched it too much. Gorilla wanted it on the poll, so it's been on the poll.
If I was asked that question, my answer would be first one, then the other. It's good.
Yeah, I grew up on this one. Another one I grew up on was Doug.
Let's rephrase that so it's accurate. He watched this when he was a younger version of himself. You have not grown up. Oh, that joke is just this. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, is this the 2024 Springfield joke?
I've been working on my own NGO solution to that because the government can't solve anything. I think what we need to do is arm the dogs and cats of Springfield. I'm ready and prepared to give a small Bushmaster to every single cat.
A Glock in every paw, a cap in every ass.
Spay, neuter, and arm your pet.
And let's see. LDD says, "Gorilla, can you lower slightly your mic? Your voice is piercing today."
I think we already tried that, right?
I got it.
You nerfed it a little bit already, right?
Oh, there is this better?
It's
growing out, but up. Oh,
Gorilla.
Thanks a lot there, Brad. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you might be breaking up a little bit. It's a rare day and deeply validating to have anyone's voice be louder than mine on any podcast. I turn my mic down. I have a really loud voice.
Yeah, there it is. This show had very similarities to Looney Tunes. Maybe some loose inspiration. Rocko's base is like Daffy. Maybe a bayonet's attached to a bayonet on every tail.
That's kind of true. I mean, If you want to say it has the Looney Tunes quote unquote consequence-free violence, I don't know what that. I mean, that was what it was called pejoratively. I don't know, cartoon action. That is definitely the same.
Yeah, at this point, everything has some inspiration from Looney Tunes. You just can't get away from it.
The thing is, the Disney tree of animation, like a lot of it's being like censored and suppressed, and the only thing that was left was the very sweet, very cute Disney stuff that they're now ashamed of for other weird reasons.
Only when you yell and laugh, Gorilla. So, basically all the time.
What can I say? I have a sense of humor.
So did the Joker. So did Jared Leto's Joker.
That Joker was underrated. Never got a
You've
fair
got to
shot.
be. No. Everything we saw of him drove me to believe that if we saw even one more second of him, it would have been horrible. Every line was bad. Every moment was really, really bad. So while what you're saying is true,
that goes for that entire Suicide Squad movie, though. The only good thing to come out of that was he has that, and he has Justice League.
BVS Director's Cut.
Those are the only two.
What's the one where his great line is, "Who's going to give you a reach around?" And then he just laughs, and that's like our whole Joker sequence.
That's in Suicide Squad, I believe.
Honestly, every single thing we saw from that Joker made me glad that Jared Leto didn't get a Joker movie. And then when I saw him as Morbius, I was just like, he shouldn't be he's not a good actor. He's not convincing. You can't choose a good script.
The Noxon Valdez. That was funny.
Yeah, Margot Robbie in that Harley Quinn outfit was the only good thing to come out of that Suicide Squad movie.
We need to kill off the Harley Quinn character. It's become a toxic problem that's horrible for Batman and Batman stories. It infects and destroys all Batman and Joker stories. It is the worst idea. It was for a cartoon. It has to end. There, I said
Lemon.
Oh, Lemon.
Would recognize Gorilla's laugh on any stream. Not the animal or germs. You guys need a catchphrase like Gorillas. Keep it down.
Yeah.
My catchphrase is, "Hey, it's your buddy Admiral Teague."
Yeah. No, well, that whole keep it down started when I was going to lay down in bed and I wanted to swing in and say hi to deleted scenes, because we're always streaming over each other. So I was like, "Hey, just keep it down. I'm trying to sleep." Because they were talking real loud. Someone was talking real loud. That's how that all started.
That's a great catchphrase.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, fellas, and welcome, Scurvy. Scurvy. Was Margaret Robbins' underwear scene?
Margot Robbie's beautiful, but if I want, you could see her in an infuriating movie anywhere. Like she's only in infuriating movies aside from Wolf of Wall Street. Barbie becomes an infuriating movie over the course of about 35 minutes. Whatever charm it has just goes away and it gets worse and worse. Kind of like Ghostbusters 2016 when Kate McKinnon showed up, all hope was lost for that movie. Weird how that was similar.
Yeah.
The first purple-haired feminist.
I don't even know if she's that bad. I think that they just they script her that way. She doesn't have a lot of control over most of what she did, although maybe the SNL skits. And I don't know if those were funny or not. It was just that no one else had any talent at all, and she was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's a good line. According to Eugene.
What, my line? Thank you.
Yeah. He means good morning fruitcakes.
Oh,
He hasn't quite kicked in yet for lemon.
Yeah.
Admiral Teague is more known for his verbal misfires and inability to use the American language than anything else.
Yeah. And apparently, Eugene needs food now. Has anyone seen the Adam Sandler spite movie Hubba Halloween? It has see where the actual news reporter was Harley costume was surprised every other woman that was Harley as well. I'd never even heard of it.
No, I haven't heard of that one. I will say this though: if you're tired of attractive, sexy Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, JJ has a fat Asian Harley Quinn for you in his Batman Cape Crusader show, which had great animation, but absolutely fucking sucked. The improved female Penguin. You know what? We need to make the Penguin an American again. It's a British actress in Cape Crusader. It's a fucking Irish actor in the show and in Matt Reeves' Batman. And we can keep the Penguin and just get rid of that man. That Batman sucks. That Batman performance bails out George Clooney. Karening might have actually been better in that situation. That was like karate Karening.
I admit that's a very Australian reaction too.
Is it? They're like Italian people, but from Australia.
Yeah. Oh, and let's see. Scurvy says I haven't seen it, but women in underwear scenes tend to be good. Correct. Let's see, Margaret.
There's a movie called About Schmidt that would change your mind about that with Kathy Bates, but okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Eugene says Margaret almost naked, and the other actors stopped what they were doing to look, and she says, "What?" As though she's blissfully unaware of the reason for the attention.
Harley Quinn is supposed to be that insane.
Yeah.
If that's Harley Quinn, maybe.
Let's see. How about Halloween? Who be Adam made it because his serious movie didn't go so well. So he threatened to make a movie with every trope. People complained about that. He did, but then he followed through. Then I remember that Eugene.
Someone made an emoji movie, right?
Yeah. And Brett was
a piece of shit in that.
I'm not sure. And let's see. Brett says, I remember Eugene. She absolutely knew what she was doing. The character.
The poop emoji was played really well. It was typecast. It's Patrick Stewart is the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
Yeah. Oh, then yeah, that's a good point, Tig. It needs to be an attractive woman. There we go. Oh, kind of.
Yeah, no, I mean, About Schmidt was like the only date I went to the movies with that particular girlfriend where we didn't have vigorous sex for a long time afterwards. It's like, I don't even want to like go on with life anymore. And she had to like talk me out of depression. Like we both drank a lot and we're very depressed. She's like, one day I might look that bad. Like no one had sex that night. Seeing About Schmidt was a mistake. So was staying 11 minutes into Meet Joe Black. That is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, see, there's Dr. Bendova.
And I bet you that sign on the wall, the eyesight chart is really messed up too, because I was starting to be able to read it.
We'll see what we can get back to.
I am a prisoner in the crazy docks
broom closet.
His watch runs backwards. It's time travel, guys.
They just grabbed his nuts and cough.
Turn your head and cough.
He got the old finger.
I see he got the small pill.
Yeah. Hey, man, he's
He gets
tripping.
a nice psychedelic trip.
Yeah. Bradwell says, was it about Schmidt and the one where Kathy Bates went nude to deduce Jack Nicholson? I only heard of it, not seen it, thankfully.
Don't see that, and do not see At Play in the Fields of the Lord.
Too bad, Rocko. You can't get rid of the trip by throwing up the drugs.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like the ghosts of the dead food from the toilet.
Yeah. Good. Now, a bunch of like crappy leftover foods can fix him right up. Oh!
Oh, this is bound to work out well. He's looking to cure a cold, not cure a hangover.
Yeah, he acts like he got like the Carolina Reaper or something.
I don't think the Carolina Reaper actually existed at this point.
That's not even the hottest pepper anymore. Some what would you call it? Person who grows peppers, he crossbreeds them and all that. He actually crossbreeded a couple of them and made even a hotter pepper.
It's a very dangerous man you're talking about. Would someone please do that with weed?
Oh, there's plenty of people crossbreeding. Hey, go get yourself some Pineapple Express.
Problem with this country is we cross-pollinate the plants, but the humans have almost no genetic diversity. After I was diagnosed with the mutant gene for average intelligence, I observed this and was confident in my observation.
Let's see. I never heard of "At Play at the Fields of the Lord." I will trust you on that.
God. Yeah, no. Oh God. Yeah, no. It's an Oscar bait movie that was not ever going to make it, that got dumped in like February. It's a lot like a bad take on Remains of the Day. Think Elysium here, a movie that's like in over its head and way too important. I mean, listen to the title. At Play in the Fields of the Lord. It's like, go fuck yourself. I mean, and I'll just admit, there's like Fried Green Tomatoes with Kathy Bates is a good movie. Like, I can enjoy that.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that one of these. Yeah, we're gonna watch that one of these Thursdays.
Listen, I haven't seen it since it was on video in 1992 or something, so it's been a real long time. But that movie wasn't bothersome, offensive, hurtful, or annoying.
Yeah,
like Kathy Bates movies became.
Yeah. And Brad said, "Yeah, this guy is always trying to outdo the previous pepper." So Brad Wolf knows who I'm talking about. Emerald, you want spicy weed?
Why is there spicy Coca-Cola?
Because people are retarded.
The devil exists, and that could only be a product of hell.
I saw a spicy vanilla Coca-Cola. It was $3.30 for a 20-ounce plastic bottle.
Yeah. And let's see.
Episode 4.
Yeah. Hey, welcome, Jim's Landscaping, LLC, #1 Commodore Productions. Welcome. Jim. Hey, check your Facebook, Jim. I got something special for you. Let's see. Fried Green Tomatoes is good. The Marys were both good. Oh, yeah. That's a wonderful movie. Well, Fried Green Tomatoes also has a couple.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Jiu-Jitsu has a couple hot girls in it also.
There was something hot about Mary Stuart Masterson. Is it because she comes off as untouchable and uninterested in guys and has a good body? I don't know.
Then Brad Will says, "You do that, be the Marys." And anyone heard Kathy Bates is the new Matlock? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
It's not Matlock.
I'm not even gonna talk about it.
I Googled enough to be able to give you the deal on that one. So here's the deal. Her name is Madeline, right? So they call her Maddie, right? So get this. Since she's a lawyer, they call her Matlock. So there are in-universe jokes about how her nickname is Matlock, And the show Matlock exists in the TV show Matlock. That's not a spinoff of Matlock, but a show named after Matlock. That's not about Matlock or anything to do with Matlock.
That is that sounds about right for this era.
It's completely insane because it's not derivative. It's just like we have a legal procedural show with Kathy Bates. They're like, needs an angle, call it something else. Oh, okay, Matlock's like, yeah, film like 3 scenes with a joke. And it seems to be superimposed on something else. It had nothing to do with like Matlock was like a lightly humorous but semi-serious crime procedural. This looks like it's just like Ghostbusters 2016, the crime show.
Yeah. All right, so I think Eugene got censored here by YouTube. It says BODY, and her name makes you think about masturbation.
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah. Hey, we get to meet Rocko's parents.
No, that's Heifer's.
Oh, he means Kathy Bates. I get it.
Oh. Yeah, it's when he thought that heifer was actually raised by cows.
Utterly ridiculous.
So they're calling it Matlock to trick people, but it's more like not Walmart.
No, they're leading with the fact that it's not Matlock in the commercials, so it doesn't seem to be to trick people. I think it was just they threw the name in to give it any recognition because it was already a show and they thought of this late in the day. And also, it's a way to not have to do anything Matlock related, watch Matlock, or respect the Matlock lore. You just pick up the name. It's really, really. I mean, I don't know about shaming the great name of Matlock or anything like that. It's not that great, but it's more subversion. It's weird. It bails out the Night Court show. Is that Mary Stuart Masterson is in Fried Green Tomatoes? Is she also in Matlock?
He was looking. That's who Eugene was talking about, not Kate Beck.
Mary. See, Kathy Bates and Mary Stuart Masterson both have names that could do that. But yeah, no, she had a really good body, and she was kind of pretty, but she came off as like on the other team. So you're like, hey, no one's ever been in there. That's kind of sexy. That was her allure, for lack of a better term.
Hey, DJ, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hey, DJ, how's it going?
Hey.
And no, Mary Stewart, miss. Well, did you? Everybody say hi to each other.
You want to make it complicated? How about this one? Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. Now it's really getting complicated.
Yeah.
And which Mary was the Weeds Mary?
Yeah.
Mary, that's oh yeah. That's the one from the whole 9 yards. She just got way too much plastic surgery and she looked insane in red too.
Yeah.
she had a hot body though, that lady. That weird lady. Weeds lady. She was weird. Mary, I forget her name. Mary, why you bugging?
No one has ever been in there, lol. Yeah. Rocko is nice, humble dingo. Yeah, he is.
Someone's tongue has been in there. It's just not a man's, in my opinion.
Mary Louise Parker. I just looked it up.
Mary Louise Parker's hot. She was a decent actress. Her career takes too long to start, unfortunately, for that woman. Like, she's like 40 when she becomes well known. So, like, 10 years into her career at 50, she had like so much plastic surgery. You can see, is it Reds 2 or the whole 10 yards? What's the Bruce Willis movie? There's a couple of them where she's the girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think both of them.
Yeah, and have a good day there, DJ. I'll be streaming later tonight. DS9.
Thanks for stopping by, DJ.
Bye. In the first one, she's really, really hot. And then in the second one, she looks like the Joker. She's got like a riptic grin and just the surgery went too far.
In the original show, there was a brunette. She was only in like one season or so.
What are we talking about now? Oh, my God.
Weeds.
Oh, Weeds. Mary Louise Parker's through that whole show's run. So if they're talking about someone else, I don't know who it was. Did they replace the original lead actress with her and no one knows it? They did that with some weird fucking show that had Kevin Bacon's wife, and they swapped her out for the Battlestar Galactica lady and kept everyone else the same. Is it Early Edition or the person, like, she's like a super detective and like her sidekick is D-Day from Animal House? It's a mom kind of show.
Yeah.
Oh, she is in the Red movie.
The Closer. The Closer had someone from Babylon 5, followed by I think Mary Louise Parker, followed by the Battlestar Galactica lady, followed by Kevin Bacon's wife, and the show just keeps chugging along. Everyone else stays the same.
And the whole 10 yards was a different movie. No, meant to be like, and whole 10 yards is. And let's see, Kate Sackenoff and Carrie Sig. Is my mic still louder? Oh, wait, that's from an hour ago.
Yeah. Katie Sackhoff and Carrie Sedgwick.
Kira Sedgwick is Kevin Bacon's wife. Carrie Sackhoff is Starbuck 2. Or Mandalorian 2, whichever one you want to call her. Mandalorian 2 from Mandalorian 3. And that's another example of plastic surgery just over the edge. Look at Battlestar Galactica. Look at The Mandalorian. Yeah. Now she's got a riptic grin. She's got cat eyes. The worst facelift still goes to Patrick Stewart.
Hey, Germ Check X.
Well, he was sick. No, Eugene, you're not.
I'm not supposed to be getting hard. Hey, Eugene, just so you know, no one would ever know unless you tell someone. Oops. Oh, the closer, Kate Sagnac, and she's replaced her with the woman who played their president reboot of ASG. The characters hated each other, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if we ever saw two of them in the same episode because I didn't watch the show extensively, but I honestly think that Kira Sedgwick was the second person. There was a lady who was on Babylon 5 who was really short and had red hair. and she was maybe the first person, and I think she was the girl who was in the show Early Edition, where you got tomorrow's newspaper the day before. That's how far back we're talking. She got the next day's newspaper, and she could change things for the better.
Is Rocko supposed to be a beaver?
No, he's a dingo. Or actually a wallaby.
I would hate those neighbors.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
And I think the jury would side with me. You're getting my drift.
Well, yeah, they're a bunch of wolves.
And he's laughing. Carol Houston is the original Matlock, and she almost looks better with age lately. Oh, cool. Loved Early Edition. I remember the guy who got the paper. The blind actress wasn't blind, but she was unbelievably as blind. Oh, I think someone's late for work.
On the original Matlock, Andy Griffith had like a super hot fucking daughter. She didn't do much in the show except stand around and react to Matlock, but she was super hot. Is that who we're talking about? That blonde lady? Whoa.
Yeah.
And in real life, the real lawyer who inspired Matlock is called Jerry Spence, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Spence.
I love that when they do that whole stretch thing, and then when they retract, they become like a accordion. I love that gag.
The Early Edition was that's a real old show. It's like from back in the day, but it was a decent idea. It was a very small scale Twilight Zone where the characters could recur. You had a 24-hour countdown to change something bad that was going to happen the next day. Why you wouldn't consistently bring that paper to the president of the United States is beyond me, but there was some. Yeah, Mary McDonnell she was the Secretary of Education, and then they had to make her president because she was the only government official who survived. But yes.
Yeah.
Making Betsy DeVos president.
You do not want to put that in the paper or you'll try anything once. You definitely don't want to put that in there.
Nope, not anymore. There was a time where you could say that.
What would he know about dating?
Wait. You might want to hand him a rubber. That's a red flag when the father gives you the okay to bang his daughter there.
He did no such thing.
He told him to go have a good time.
I see how you ended up with 2 kids now, Gorilla.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We got a stage 5 clinger here. She's a stage 5 clinger.
Not the weirdest you could have gotten.
No. Yes, he is. All right, good time. Obviously, he meant bowling there, Gorilla. Yeah, obviously, yeah.
The second Titanic reference in this cartoon, I guess the movie had just come out.
No, the movie came out in '97. This is '93.
I think that's the year. Wait, they found it in like 1988. So.
Yeah, the Titanic was big all throughout like 92 to the time they made that movie.
What I like about the movie is the soundtrack is by the Wrath of Khan guy.
Oh, that's funny. let's see, Titanic racking up more bodies even a century later. Yep. Okay, I've got to go. Enjoy yourself, everyone. Bye-bye. You have a good night there, Brad Wolf.
See you, Brad.
Honestly, let's just call it what it is. The Titanic is the comeback player of the year. After like 87 years of not getting anybody, it got like 5 more millionaires. Just only gets millionaires. Selective ambush hunter. The Titanic is an unparalleled apex predator. When it comes to the Titanic,
wow, that is horrible.
Are we talking about the Titanic submersible? Is that what's horrible? I like.
Well, it's almost as bad as what just happened to Rocko.
Oh, okay. I like the bloody toothpaste theory as opposed to the vaporized theory of the Titanic submersible, by the way.
Yeah. What dick?
I would also say, like, what is it? 100 people have died on the crest of Everest, and then there was an earthquake, and 300 people died at the base camp. So the base camp is like the sleeper of Everest. It's killed more people than the crest.
I believe that was episode 4, right?
That was. It's choice is yours. They're brief and they're good. Okay. Thanks for turning me on to this. It's cool.
Yeah, great cartoon. Especially a great theme. Those early 90s Nicktoons are some of the best they ever made.
Yeah. Somebody understand that if it had a really singable song, children would just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of these days I'm gonna do that new Hey Arnold movie that just came out a few years ago. There with that explains what happened to Arnold's parents.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Hey Arnold. Keep forgetting about that one.
Yeah, it's like it took several seconds for like the memory banks to recall, and then I saw the face. And I'm like, oh yeah, that weird show.
Yeah, well, you remember he's raised by his grandparents in there, and they keep hinting at what happened to his parents, but they never revealed it until they made a movie that reveals what happened to his parents. There.
Yeah, that's more detailed than I ever knew about the show. All I really ever knew was Football Head.
Yeah,
and that show actually had a bunch of dirty jokes mixed into it too. Like it's like so subtle. Like if you're like the kids won't pick up on them, but the parents do.
Yeah, this wasn't subtle. That's the problem with this show. We've watched a lot of cartoons together, and like every once in a while, we'll find one where the question is, "Who's the audience for this again?" And this is another one. It's like they very smartly realized that parents would be watching with the kids, but this one was like, instead of being like 49% adult, 51% children, this was like 72% adult, 28% child.
Yeah.
Your kid's gonna have questions in 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, but thanks for showing it, Germ. Greatly appreciated.
Thank Teague for hosting it on Cosme.
Yeah, thank you, Teague. There, because we could not find it anywhere. We We searched a whopping 10 sites.
When I found out that you guys had that problem, there was only one clear right thing to do. And God, it was painful and difficult and hurt to do it, but I like you guys. So yeah.
What did you have to walk 5 miles uphill both ways and knee deep snow to find it?
Well, you when you switch to Happy Days, you'll understand that Fonzie and I have the similar disability to say we were. You know what I mean.
Okay, Teague, what you got coming up?
Breakfast. Just kidding. Tonight at 9:30, we'll watch Star Trek Enterprise on my channel. I hope you'll join me. This week's episode is called Sleeping Dogs. And we've got Klingons, guys. We have Klingons. Why do they have ridges when they don't have ridges later? We need to find out. You need to see this exciting episode of Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah.
Good sell job.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just imitate the commercial. Every week, I usually post the commercial in my community tab. So I've watched it several times. It's like, next time, an exciting episode of Star Trek Enterprise. It's got to sell it, talk it up.
Yeah.
It's good, though.
Well, let's see. Tonight we're going to have DS9 watch party. Tomorrow we are watching the first Chucky movie. Then on Tuesday, we are watching. It's a cigar lounge. Wednesday, hopefully we'll get back to Freaks and Geeks. Yeah. Thursday we're watching Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and then Friday's Waltz's episodes, the song. So, and I'm trying something different with my descriptions there, and I'll be posting another couple songs here throughout the week.
When is it Deep Space Nine?
Tonight at 6.
All right, so let me sell this one. Ready? It all starts with another exciting episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine tonight at 6 p.m.
Yeah. Maybe I'll premiere my Ballad of Cisco.
If it doesn't mention Cisco and his pimp hand, you failed.
Wait, you have to also mention the fact that he meets his wife at Serial Killer Beach on Long Island. For some insane reason, San Francisco Cisco from New Orleans takes his time off on Long Island where he meets his wife, and like in that weird trip sequence in The Emissary, he's like, "This is Gilgo Beach." And it's like, that is where the Long Island serial killer who knew Alec Baldwin stashed the bodies. All true. All true. On the next exciting episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Why does Cisco like Serial Killer Beach?
So Jerry, you're saying I have to rewrite my song?
At least add in something about Cisco and his pimp hand.
I agree about the pimp hand for sure. I would say, come on, Serial Killer Beach. You got 21 bodies on that beach credited to one guy.
Yeah, Starfleet's pimp hand, huh?
Serial Killer and pimp hand. Cisco. Serial Killer pimpin' Cisco. Pimpin' ain't easy.
Yeah, something about Cisco going around slapping people with his pimp hand.
Set to the tune of like let the bodies hit the floor.
No, I got to do. I was going to do Southern Rock.
Hits the whore. When my pimp hand hits the whore.
Do it in the style of Snoop Dogg. Get that real pimp vibe to it.
All right.
Overly Compton, hopefully with a theremin in the song. A theremin is the most Compton of all instruments.
Okay. 2 great streams coming up later today. Check those both out. For this channel, we'll be back on Tuesday for Andromeda, Thursday night roundtable, and cartoons again next week. That poll will be up tomorrow. I'll see what we had to go along with Teen Wolf and the Karate Kid.
Can I say it, Germ? It all starts with another exciting episode of Andromeda from the makers of Star Trek.
Oh, damn it, I missed.
Talking about Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene,
thanks
you so much.
Eugene.
Would you do us a favor if you could? Please like and follow my friend Resolute Germ. Hit the like buttons, everybody out there. Enjoy these cartoons on us. They were fun to watch.
Yeah.
What are next week's choices?
Karate Kid, the Teen Wolf, and I'll be adding something to replace Rocko.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
I would ask for this return of more Fleischman Popeye because it's been a while. It's so good. It's so good. More Fleischman Popeye. That's
I don't think we've actually done Popeye yet. So yeah, we'll put Popeye on the list.
But with the overrider, Fleischman Popeye. The other Popeye, like non-Fleischman Popeye, it might be hard to find pure Fleischman Popeye. It's really there's pot jokes and drinking jokes, and it was made for adults, and then they like nerfed it for kids, but they didn't nerf it that hard, and then they sort of canceled all Popeye before World War II. If he's wearing an American sailor uniform, it's bad Popeye. It has to be the black with the cap.
Yeah.
He goes to war to help America in World War II. I don't know. I guess he helped. We won, but he joins our regular Navy. After that, from that point on, he's King Feature Syndicates, and he sucks. But when he's Fleischman Popeye, holy shit, he is so funny.
All right. I'll be right back.
And we get that great Fleischman animation. Fleischman Superman was really interesting to watch. There was just not much in the way of voice or story.
Yeah, but that was a little bit too early for that because that was just the serials running in between the primary feature, so the kids wouldn't go insane.
And there wasn't really a comic book to base it on, but a newspaper comic strip, right? They're working from like, it was a bare bones story. The thing is, they still managed not to fuck it up. It was like always like 8 or 9 interesting minutes.
Yeah. And that's what you were looking for at that time. Just
it was exactly
sit the kids down, keep them quiet until the actual movie starts.
You know what that honestly is? That was a bathroom break for the parents' movie and a trip to the snack stand for to keep the kids from going insane. At the time those movies came out, and until maybe 1970 when everyone got it, people would simply go to the movies to get out of the heat or the cold. I'm being 100% serious. Where did Lee Harvey Oswald go after he shot JFK?
Yeah.
Did he really want to see the movies, or did he need to go somewhere where it wasn't 105 degrees to think? Just a thought here. I know that my parents would go to the movies at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and they would be at the movies until like 9 p.m. at night on like a Sunday, if they wanted to. Go to church, go to the movies, or go to church and go to the Brooklyn Dodger game. It was kind of a long time ago.
Yeah.
By the way, what's your World Series prediction, Jerm? Yankees Mets, right?
Yeah, sure, for all I care.
Yankees Dodgers or Yankees Mets? Which one will it be? The Subway Series or the really long Subway Ride Series?
We'll go Yankees Dodgers. But I don't really care. The Mariners aren't in it, and baseball is dead to me until April.
Until the middle of next April when Mariner season ends again.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, New York is weird. We have a Mariner-like team and we have the Yankees. The Mariner-like team, they're good like every like 4th or 5th season. And it seems I was so shocked they won the play-in game because it's like a Mets rite of fall to get hammered out of the playoffs. To barely make it in, all Met fans go like ape shit crazy and then just get blown out of the play-in game because you didn't have enough to make it there and you're starting your number 5 guy against a rested team. That has happened every year for years.
Well, maybe it's their year.
You know what? It's been a long time for both teams, but since it's been 40 years or 38 years for Queens, I would like to see the borough of my home win another championship, in my lifetime, because God knows the Jets ain't never going to win anything, and that's because they left Queens.
Oh yeah, they're a London team now, aren't they?
Oh my God. Outlaw Bill said he wants to broadcast that game. So it will be at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, which means 4:30 or 5:30 a.m. wherever the fuck he lives in the desert, whatever, on Tatooine.
Yeah, that'll be like, get up Jesus, this is gonna be really, really early for him. That's gonna suck.
The thing is, no, it's not. He's going to make money. The Outlaw Bill Sports Network has done consistently fairly well and performed quite well. Only Kronos comments still, of course, but I think the last one did 268 people. NFL is kind of a winner because they siphon down the ability to watch it. It's just that I'm scared to tell those crazy motherfuckers, and I won't put that stream on my channel. But if Bill wants it, I'll go over there and do it with him and not hive it off. And it's fun enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Getting slowly better at calling football games, which is a fun thing. But we're doing like 3 a week. We do one Sunday game, we do the Thursday game, and we do every Jets game because we're covering the conspiracy to cover up the true champions. And because Bill only has CBS New York. I wonder why.
But we're going to have to end that there. Check out Gorillas and Teague stream later on today, and we'll be back on Tuesday on this channel. Take care, everybody.
Have a good one, everybody.
See you later for